Our Shalom. I'd like to give all honor, glory, and praise to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Krakodash, Divine Set Elders, and Pastor Milstone for teaching me his truth and your will. And Shalom to the Akim and brethren who are preaching this word with honest sincerity. Our Shalom to Bakar Barak, Kim Shar Sharlu, and peace and blessings to the nation of Israel in the Lashon Kodash, the Holy Tongue, which is the Hebrew tongue, our Shalom. And I'm just going to be going to these three legends that died, are supposedly R&B legends, are what it says, or I'm just gonna begin to how, no matter how nice of a so-called reputation or anybody has, or even it don't matter, man. All right, it don't matter, what kind of nice thing or anybody has done for this world, all right, because this world is worthless, man. This world is vain, all right. So if they were not pushing this word with the sincerity, or if they weren't hearkening onto the prophets, or if they weren't repenting back to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, alright, in that true name, alright, then, if they perish, they did not perish innocently, man, alright. That's of Job 47, which I'm gonna get in a little bit. I'm just gonna read this article. Let me get right to the precepts and scriptures, alright. So, Lord, when this video be edifying, alright. So it says, R&B lost 3 legends this weekend, alright. So this was about a week ago, alright, I'd say. Alright, May 11th, alright, it's the 18th today, so about a week ago, alright, but still, relatively new, alright, and, three R&B legends died in the weekend, man, alright, that's not a very regular occurrence, alright, that's not a very regular occurrence, man, alright, and why is that? It's because now that we're in end times, alright, we're getting ready for America, Babylon the Great to be destroyed, alright, we're getting ready for this world to be destroyed, alright, we're getting ready for, millions more people, or thousands of more celebrities to die, man. Alright, it's just the beginning, man. Alright, we're gonna be seeing left and right, death after death, man. Alright, it's just gonna be death everywhere, man. Or celebrities, whoever, man, whoever it be, man. Alright, if you have not been repentant, alright, truthfully and sincerely back to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahshua, if your death won't be. You weren't innocent, man. You weren't found innocent, man. Alright. You're still going to, speaking to me first and foremost, man. Alright, me too. I gotta do my thing, man. I gotta do, my job to make sure that my salvation comes, man. Alright, we all gotta seek out our own salvation with fear and trembling, man. Alright, I can't give you salvation, just me doing the work, man. Alright, and just like you can't give me salvation. You doing the work, man. We all gotta search our own salvation, man. Alright, which is why this thing isn't for everyone, man. Alright, because people of this world are used to a microwave lifestyle. Alright, a microwave lifestyle is basically when you put something in and you can just heat it up instantly, man. Alright, basically, they want everything instant, man, instantly. Alright, they want people to do things for them. Alright, they want machines to do things for them. Alright, when it's truth, it's different, man. It's spiritual, or all these people are spiritual microwaves walking around, man. They want everything instant, but we, being truth, we're temperate, we're still in the flesh, so we're not perfect, we're not perfect in following the law, we're not perfect in being perfect, bending the truth, not perfect, but we got a perfect spirit, we want to do it, we intend to do everything perfect, but the flesh sometimes gets us, man. Alright, just like when we see Esau's devices that he's planning, like nanotechnology, hydrogel, I believe, I believe it's called, hydro something gel, what you're gonna put in vaccines, which is basically nanobots, so yeah, man. Esau has all these devices, and even though we might get a little scared, or we might get a little shook at first, because why? Because we're in the flesh, but instantly, over 5 minutes, then our spirit takes over. Our spirit says, no need to worry, man. You won't be covered. You won't be covered by what? By the angels and by Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahushua. So we good, man. We good. We gotta keep on pushing this word. We gotta keep on. We gotta pray that Yahweh by Hashem doesn't take the spirit away from us. In these days, So, we got to do all these things, man. Alright. I'm going right to the scriptures, alright. Slakia, hold up, Slakia. Pardon me. Slakia. What the hell, man? Alright, sorry, gotta restart it a little bit. Why is she doing that? Or sorry, hold on. I started back up. Alright. I'm gonna jump right to Job 4 and 7, alright, because as it says here, I'm gonna read it, Job 4 and 7. Alright, remember, I pray thee, whoever perished being innocent, or where were the righteous cut off, man? Alright, so all our forefathers, everyone who perished back then, alright, none of them were, innocent, man. Alright. The only true innocent one is Yahweh, man. Alright. So, we even us, man, even us being this truth, if it's our lot to pass away, or if it's our lot for the spirit to leave us in this side of the world, in this side, alright, that's okay, man. Alright, I guess we weren't found innocent, man. We weren't found innocent. That's alright though. Alright, because we will be reborn back in the kingdom. Alright. Alright, but definitely not these 2/3, man. These 2/3 and these heathens, man. Alright, these Edomites, man. Alright, these demonites. Alright. They're definitely not going to be found innocent, man. Alright. These demonites, the Edomites, are so-called white man. Alright. Has the biggest blunt of the damage coming to him, man. Alright, he has the biggest blunt of the judgment. Alright. He's gonna catch the biggest piece of judgment, man. Alright. If there was a pie of judgment, Esau would have the biggest piece, man. Alright. And of course, Israel might have to get judged a little bit too. Alright, 2/3, but ultimately, 2/3 are gonna be blessed in the kingdom, man. Because the 2/3, even though they're gonna perish away over here, alright, they're gonna be reborn back in the kingdom, man. Alright, through the loins of the elect, alright, through the loins of the 1/3, alright. So even the 2/3, man, even the 2/3 of Israel are gonna be reborn back, man. Alright, but these demonites, these Edomites, alright, they're gonna be born in slavery, man. Hardcore slavery, man. Or hardcore, man. For 1,000 years, man. 1,000 years of hardcore slavery, alright. And they're definitely not innocent, man. Alright, they're definitely not innocent, man. Alright, they had their chance to be innocent. Alright, they had their chance to play along or go along with Israel, man. They had their chance, but you know what? They decided to, put us in captivity, or beat us, kill us, or hang us, or feed us alligators, man. Alright, so hell no, man. They don't get any passes, man. Alright. Judgment is coming to you, demonites. Or you can't do anything about it, man. Alright. Why? Because it's the will of Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, alright? And the will of Yahweh Ba'ashem Shai does not go void, man. Let me get that right now. In Isaiah 55 and 11, man. Alright. So shall my word that goeth forth out of my mouth. Alright, so how is his word going forth out of his mouth, man? Through his prophets, man, through his servants, alright? So shall my word that goeth forth out of my mouth, it shall not return to me void, but it shall accomplish that which I please, and it shall prosper in the thing whereto I sent it, alright? You can go and read, Isaiah 14, or Psalms 2nd chapter, or, all those chapters describing Esau's captivity, or Esau's slavery, man, or Esau's hardcore slavery, alright? You can read that in your own time. I'm not gonna make this video too long by going over there, alright? But Isaiah 14, Psalms 2nd chapter, or all these chapters, man. Alright, there's more. There's way more, man. I can get Revelation 13:10 right now. Alright, is Esau hates the scripture, man. Why you ain't never go to church and hear them bring out the scripture? Alright, why? Because it perfectly describes Esau. Alright, it perfectly describes the so-called white race. Alright, which is really the red, man. Alright, the Edomites, man. Alright, you can go to Isaiah, Genesis 24 and 24, man. I'm gonna get that real quick. Alright, because these Edomites, or the so-called white man, is not white, man. He's red. Right, so he's a red devil, man. Alright. Kind of ironic that the devil is a painted, or devil is a kind of described as being red, man. Alright, because why? Because Esau's red. Or you can look up a new picture of a newborn white baby, or so-called white baby. Or you can see the red, man. The red. Alright, there's no way they're white. Alright. Isaiah Genesis 24. Salakia. I'm get it right now. All right. Esau red, because Esau being the so-called. All right, that's what we call. That's why we say so-called. All right, because these are the names that they gave to themselves. All right, to make them seem pure. All right, because white resembles pure. All right, that's why Yahweh is described to come in a white horse. All right, but really, is he really coming in an actual horse? Or no, man, he's coming in pure power. All right, pure power. All right, through those chariots, man. Those chariots are gonna be pure power, man. All right, because white resembles purity. All right, and a horse represents power, man. All right, so he's coming in pure power through way of the chariots of Yahweh Bashem Yashai, through the angels, man. All right, Genesis 25 and 25. That's what I meant. All right, and the first came out red. All right, he came out red. All right, he was born red. All right, you can look up a picture of a white baby. All right, so-called white baby, a white man baby. And he looks red, man. He's red. There's no way he's white, man. Alright, the blood, you can see their blood through their clear skin. Alright, which means they're red, man. Alright, they have a red tint to them. Alright, which yeah. Alright, and the first came out red all over. Alright, all over. Alright, like an hairy garment, and they called his name Esau. Alright, Esau's son is Edom. Alright. And Edomites are the so-called white race, alright. So that's why we say Esau, Edom, man, alright. And people say that Edomites, Esau was done away with, alright. Explain this. In First Maccabees, alright. First Maccabees 1 and 11, or actually, Salakia. It's also describing when when the Israelites became Gentiles. Alright, this is the chapter for that as well. But I want to jump to a better kind of what I want to get. Alright, yeah. Alright, First Maccabees 1 and 9. Alright, explain this. Alright, if the Edomites or Esau was done away with a long time ago, or then when did this come to pass? Or when did this come to pass? Alright, First Maccabees 1 and 9. And after his death, they all put crowns upon themselves. Alright. Is going to the four generals of Alexander the Great, or Seleucus, or Seleucus, Slack if I'm getting this wrong, or Seleucus, I believe Lasamicus, or Salakia, I can't really think of them off the top of my head, or Seleucus, Ptolemy, or Lasamicus, or those are three, but I can't think of the last one, or Seleucus, Ptolemy, or Cassandrus, or Lasamicus, or so Seleucus, Ptolemy, Cassandra, and Lasamicus, are, and then you got others. You got other generals, but those are the four main generals. Are basically those are the generals that put crowns upon themselves, right? Because after Alexander the Great died, they basically took or split up the kingdoms between those four generals. All right. Some read on. Alright, the point is at the end of the scripture, but and after his death, whose death, Alexander the Great, they all put crowns upon themselves, so that their sons after them many years, and evils were multiplied in the earth, man, and they were Edomites, man, those four generals are Edomites, so, and this is a fact that not many people know, that. How do you think Alexander the Great, won so many battles, man? Because Alexander the Great, even after he conquered all the kingdoms on the earth, he actually cried, man. He cried, Why? Because, there wasn't anybody left to conquer, And why is that? Why was he so successful in his battles, Why? Because he had an Israelite man, who basically guided his armies, man. Who set up his battles for him. His name was Cletus Melis, man. He was an Israelite who helped Alexander the Great win his battles, man. That's how he conquered so many kingdoms, man, because he had an Israelite man, who helped him win his battles, man, which isn't something that, any historian is going to tell you, man. So, it says that evils were multiplied upon the earth, man. So did their sons, so did their sons, so the four generals were Edomites, man. They were so-called white men, They're heathens, man. So their sons were multiplied upon earth, man. Being the so-called white race today, man. So, this is clearly going into how Esau is still here, man. All right, Esau's still here, and Esau is getting prepared for his judgment, man. All right, I'm gonna get back on track though. All right, I'm kind of wandering off track here. But I'm gonna get two or three more scriptures. I'm gonna end the video here. All right, I'm gonna get Proverbs 11:4. Our riches profit not in the day of wrath, where righteousness delivereth from death. All right, Esau is not righteous, man. Esau is profane. All right, Esau is a profane race, man. All right, and profane is not righteous, man. All right, so Esau clearly is not the righteousness that Scripture is referring to, man. All right, the righteousness is referring to the 1/3, all right, the elect men, all right, the elect men who have this truth and believe in this truth, man. All right, that's what that righteousness is going to, man. All right, Hebrews 12:6, all right. Lest there be any fornicator or profane person as Esau, who for one morsel of meat sold his birthright, man. All right, so that proves to you right there that Esau, ever since the beginning, or he never had the strength, man, to endure, man. Jacob did though. Or Jacob had the strength, man, and his strength was passed on down to the 12 tribes of Israel, man. All right, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob being the progenitors of the 12 tribes of Israel, man. All right, I'm jumping back to Proverbs 11:4. All right, and Esau being a rich man. All right, going back to the parable of Lazarus and the rich man, or the Lazarus, representing Israel, and the rich man representing the so-called white man, or Esau, Edom. All right, Esau, Edom hides behind his riches, man. He hides behind this world, or he hides behind this worldly riches, man. All right, but we hide behind our spiritual riches, man. We hide behind our righteousness, man. All right, we run to that strong fortress, man, which is the Lord, man. I'm gonna run on Proverbs 16:10, or Slakia. Or Proverbs 16:10, Slakia. 18:10, Slakia. Yeah, the name of Yahweh is a strong tower. The righteous runs into it, man, and it's safe. All right, the righteous again. All right, you hear that word righteous, man. All right, you're clearly going to the men of the Lord, man. All right, being the 1/3 and the elect men. All right, those are righteous. Those are the righteous men on this side, man. All right, and in the kingdom, the righteous are going to be all of Israel, man. All right, in the kingdom, all of Israel is going to be righteous, man. Every single Israelite is going to be glorious, man, and righteous, man. All right, because why? Because the laws are going to be put into our inner parts, man. We're not going to be able to sin, or we're not going to be able to go off, man. All right, but these other nations, the heathen nations, are going to be going off, man. All right, and we're going to know how to deal with it. All right, why? Because we're going to instantly know, because it's put in us to judge, man. All right, we're going to be natural kings, man. All right, we're going to be given the spirit of kings. All right, we're going to be given the spirit to rule, man, to rule whole worlds, man. All right, we're going to be given that spirit, all right, through the power of who? Through the power of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, all right, because Yahushua is still going to be over us, man. All right, Yahushua is still going to be over us, and over Yahweh, over Yahushua, Yahweh, all right. But we're going to be heirs of Yahushua, man. All right, we're going to be likened unto Yahushua. We're not going to be greater than Yahushua, but we're going to be likened unto him, man. All right, we're still going to be at his level, all right. So, I'm going to get two more scriptures. I'm going to end the video off here. All right. I'm going to get Micah 2:10, all right. I'm going to end off here. All right, Micah 2:10, all right. But, yeah, I have more precepts lined up. This video is kind of carrying on too long, all right, now than I hope for. So, I'm just ending it quick here. All right, Micah 2:10, all right. Arise yet and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted. It shall destroy you, even with a sore destruction, man. All right, this world, all right, this is going to that world, man. All right, this side is not our rest, man. We gotta wait until the kingdom to rest, man. We gotta wait until the kingdom to truly be free, man. All right, we're not free at all, man. All right, we're still slaves, man. We're still slaves, man. All right, it might not be as clear. All right, we might not be getting whipped daily. Or we might not be still in those harsh conditions as when we truly were in slavery, but systematically we are still in slavery, man. All right. But with that, I'd like to end off here. All right, give all honor, glory, and praise to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Kakodash. Shalom to the Akim and brethren who put this word with honesty and sincerity. Alright, double myself others and apostles who taught me the truth and real will. Alright, shalom. A ball.